Hello and welcome to the ActionR user guide for admins. In this video, we will show you how to use all of the basic admin functions in ActionR, including how to create your first project, how to create new teams and users, how to adjust server-wide settings, and how to generate an audit trail. After logging in as an admin, the first page you will see is the admin dashboard. This dashboard provides a quick snapshot of the overall status of your ActionR instance. In the upper left, you can see the current and maximum allowed numbers of users. Note that admin users do not count against this limit. Next, you can see how many teams you have created, followed by the current and maximum number of projects on this instance. On the lower row, you can see the number of modules you have subscribed for, the expiration date for your instance, and the amount of used and total available storage on the instance. If you're running out of available users, projects, or storage, contact us at Plimso for your options to increase these values. If you click on the hamburger menu at the top left of the screen, you will open the Admin Navigation panel. From here, you can access the other functions of the admin panel. ActionR includes a project wizard to help you configure and set up new projects. To access this wizard, hover over the Project and Stream heading on the left side navigation bar and click on the top item in the menu that opens, Create Project or Stream. This will open the project wizard on the right side of the screen. In the first part of the project wizard, we will set up the basic details of your new project or stream. Enter the name of the project or stream in the Project/Stream name field. This is what all users will see when they are selecting which project or stream to work in. The description field is only visible to admin users, but can be used to provide more detailed information than the name field. Each action your users create will be assigned a unique identifier. This identifier is made up of two parts, a prefix and an automatically incrementing number. The project/stream prefix is used to set the three-letter identifier that will be associated with this project. The number of digits field sets how many digits you want to appear in the automatically incrementing number associated with each action. We recommend either 3 or 4 digits. Putting these two together, the first action created in this project will be identified as FPJ001. FPJ for the project prefix, and 001 because it is the first action, and we've set this field to have 3 digits. Finally, clicking on the Logo Upload button will open a standard file dialog box, which will allow you to select an image file to use as the logo for this project. This logo will appear both on the landing screen for users and as a watermark on the PDFs and reports generated for the project. You'll see a preview of the logo open if the upload is successful. The maximum size of the logo image is 2 megabytes. If you do not have a logo ready, you can choose to leave this field blank and continue on. You can always come back and add or change the logo later. When you are happy with the details on this screen, click the green Save and Next button to proceed. The next section of the wizard will help you to create the teams for your project. Enter a unique team name in the indicated field. Next, enter a unique team acronym in the indicated field. Team acronyms are 2-character identifiers and are used to help project managers sort through team members and actions. Company name, email, and contact number are reference fields only visible to admins. We recommend entering the contact details of the team lead for the team you are creating. The company field may be useful for sorting if your project includes a number of external teams or consulting companies. When you are happy with the details entered, you can click on either the Save and Create New Team button or the Save and Next button. The Save and Create New Team button will save the current details of the team you've entered and then refresh the page, letting you quickly create another team. Clicking the Save and Next button saves the current team and will bring you to the next section of the project creation wizard. You can also click the blue Skip button to proceed to the user creation section, but this will not save any details you currently have in the fields on this page. This feature is useful when you're creating a new project on a mature instance and only want to use teams you have already created for other projects. This page allows us to create new users for ActionR. Enter the user's email address in the indicated field. Note that you can only have one user account associated with each email address. If you wish to be both an admin and a normal user on ActionR, you will need to use a separate email address for the two accounts. Next, enter the display name of the user. This is the name that will be visible when assigning them an action and when inviting them to meetings. Next, select an acronym for the user. The acronym is a unique two-letter code with an optional single numeric digit. This unique acronym will be shown next to all updates and attachments the user makes, as well as on other identification fields throughout the software. The mobile number and address fields are reference fields only visible to the admins. Finally, you can use the Teams drop-down selector to assign the user to a team. Note that each user can only be assigned to a single team. If you find you don't have a suitable team for this user in the drop-down, you can always click the blue Previous button on the lower left-hand side to go back to the Create Teams step of this wizard. As on the previous screen, you can hit the Save and Create New User button to easily create another user, or you can hit the Save and Next button to move on to the next stage of the wizard. There is also the Skip button, which will not save any data entered and will bring us to the next stage. The next stage of the wizard is the Assignment screen. The module and project/stream fields should be automatically populated. Click on the Choose Teams Radio button and the Teams field will load. Click on the Teams field and a drop-down will appear containing all of the created teams in your instance. Click on a team to add it to the project. You will see all of the members of that team automatically populate into a list below this field. You can click on the field again and the drop-down will open, allowing you to select more teams to add to your project or stream. Once you have selected all of the teams you wish to have involved, you can set the role for each team member by using the drop-down menu next to that team member's name. You can leave a team member with the default No Role if you don't want them to have any access to this particular project or stream. Once you have set the user roles, click the green Save and Next button on the lower right-hand side of the screen. The Custom Fields interface will let you create, customize, and add additional fields to your Action Register table. The first 4 custom fields are pre-configured, providing you with an easy way to add a RAID, RACI, Priority, or Escalate function to your table. To activate any of these fields, click on the field you wish to activate. Click on the Yes radio button under Required to add the column to your table. You can also click on the Yes radio button under Mandatory if you want to require project managers to select a value for this field when they create a new action. The 5th option in the table is a completely customized field. Follow these instructions to learn how to configure this field. Label name will set the name visible to users for the custom field you are creating. The field type dropdown lets you select how the field will work. A text field will provide a data entry field where you can enter any characters. You can then use the minimum and maximum length fields below to set the limits of this text field. Selecting a number field will provide a data entry field where you can only enter numbers. You can configure it in the same way as a text field. Choosing Select Box will let you create a drop-down menu. You can set the items that will appear in the drop-down by entering them into the default value field, with a comma between each item that you wish to appear as a separate choice in the drop-down menu. A date field can only store date information. It uses a standard calendar-style selection interface to pick the date. You can also use these same methods to customize any of the pre-configured extra fields. For example, you could change the priority field to only accept high or low as an option. Once you have customized and added any columns desired, click the green Next button in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. The final step of the project setup wizard is field configuration. This interface lets you rearrange the default table layout and show or hide certain fields. By clicking and dragging on an entry, you can change its order in the table. You can hide any of the columns with a blue tick mark beside them by clicking on that tick mark. You can also click on the empty tick box to retick the box and make that column shown. You can check the order and visibility of your columns by clicking on the blue eyeball icon in the upper right side of the screen. This will show you a preview of your configured fields. If you are happy with your layout, click the Save Project/Stream button and your project or stream will be ready for your teams to use. To access the table of the active projects and streams you have already created, click on the View or Add Projects and Streams item under the Project/Stream heading in the main menu on the left side of the screen. Clicking on an entry will allow you to view and make updates to that project or stream, including editing its name, description, and adding or changing the logo. Note that once a project or stream is created, you cannot change its prefix settings. By clicking on the Action Register Field Configuration heading, you can reorganize the columns for this table. This interface works exactly the same as the Field Configuration section of the wizard. You can check out that section of this video for more information on this interface. Clicking on the Dynamic Customized Field heading will open a new panel showing the custom fields of your project. This interface works the same as the Custom Fields section of the wizard. Again, you can look at that section of the video for more information on how to use this panel. Finally, clicking on the Date and Time Configuration heading will open up the panel below. The Date Format dropdown can be used to set the date and time format that will be used throughout the project. The Time Zone dropdown can be used to select your local time zone for the project. The software will automatically adjust for any daylight savings time changes for your selected time zone. To edit the details of existing users, or to create new users without creating a new project, click on the View/Add Users item under the Users heading on the main menu on the left side of the screen. The panel that opens shows a table of all of the users already created on this instance. Click on the entry for a user and their details will open in a new screen. If you need to edit the details for a user, click the blue Edit Details button in the top left of the screen. After making any desired changes, click the green Update button at the top left of the screen to save your changes. To discard your changes, click on the blue Back button in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Note that you cannot change which team a user is a member of. To create a new user, click the green New button in the upper left of the screen. Enter the details for that user into the indicated fields. If you are logged in as the primary administrator, you will see two radio buttons under the User Type heading. Clicking the Team button will allow you to select a team to assign the user to as normal. Clicking the Admin button will instead create the user as a secondary admin. Secondary admins have all of the same access as the primary admin, except that they cannot create other admin users. To edit the roles of existing users, click on View/Add User Management under the Project/Stream heading on the main menu. This will open a table showing all of the projects on the instance. Clicking on a project will open a new screen showing the teams assigned to that project and the roles of all of the users on those teams. Clicking into the New Teams field will open a drop-down menu containing all of the teams. Selecting a team from this menu will add that team to the project and will automatically populate that team's members to the list of users on the lower part of the screen. You can then use the drop-down menu next to each user to assign the role for that user. Assigning a user no role means they will not be able to access this project. Once you have added any teams you wish and assigned roles as needed, click the green Update button at the top of the page to save your changes. Or, if you wish to discard your changes, you can click on the blue Back button on the upper right side of the screen instead. To edit the server-wide settings, click on the Project/Stream settings under the Project/Stream heading on the main menu. By clicking on the Password Configuration heading, you can adjust the password settings for the server. Password strength lets you set the rules for users when they create their passwords. Setting the strength to simple allows any password of at least 8 characters. A setting of medium strength requires users to use a mix of alphanumeric characters when creating a password. Setting it to complex requires users to use a mix of alphanumeric and special characters when creating a password. Password validity sets how long each user's password is usable for. Passwords will automatically expire after the indicated period, and users will need to select a new password. Clicking on the Email Configuration heading lets you select how users will receive email notifications. If Immediate is selected from the drop-down, users will receive an email every time a new action is assigned to them, or whenever an update is made to an action assigned to them. If End of the Day is selected, users will instead receive a single email at the end of the day with a table containing a summary of all actions assigned to them that day and all updates made to their actions. To check the audit trail, or to export a copy of the audit trail, hover over the Report menu item and click on Audit Trail. You can set the period you wish to review the audit trail for by using the drop-down menus at the top of the screen. The audit trails are viewable on a month-by-month basis. Click on the Export to Excel button to receive a copy of the currently selected period in Excel format, or on the Export to PDF button to receive the same information as a PDF. We hope this video has helped you get started using ActionR. You can find further information in our Operator's Manual and FAQ, both of which are available on our website. You can also send us an email at support@plimso.com.